Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to narrative tenses. Narrative tenses. What are narrative tenses? Well, look at the picture. I think you can guess. What is the teacher doing? She is telling a story. She's telling a story to her class of students. If you want to tell a story about something that happened in the past, what grammar do you think we can use? Well, whenever we're studying at school, we'll learn about these three different tenses that we call the narrative tenses. And let me walk you through those today. Here are my three example sentences. I saw a man. He was looking up at the sky. I hadn't met him before. So students, what are those three grammar I'm using? First, the blue. I saw a man. Here he is. Handsome guy. He has a beard. He's looking up. This is my man. I saw a man. I saw a man. That is our past simple. We often use the past simple when we're telling a story. I saw, I went, I ate, I got. All of those are past simple. Easy peasy, right? Do you know all of the past simple for these words? Take a second. Eat, go, have. Got it? Let's see if you were right. Eat changes ate. Fly, flew, right? Go, went, have, had, get, got. Take, took, drive, drove, fly, flew. That's our past simple. So if you don't know these, check the back of your book. These are called irregular verbs in the past simple. Very important, but that's our past simple. Use it when you tell a story. We can also use this grammar. He was looking up at the sky. He was looking up at the sky. This is called past continuous. Was looking. This is our ing. In English, we love ing. When do we use ing? Well, there's a couple different situations actually where we use ing. First reason, actions happening at a specific time in the past. Second is for some background info. And third is for actions happening at the same time. I do a full video about this if you look up past continuous, Teacher's Mark and Matt, but I'll give you the gist of it. I'll give you the summary of this grammar right now. So first, specific time in the past. I could say, when I saw him. What was he doing when you saw him? What was he doing? He was brushing his teeth when I saw him. At 5 p.m. last night, what was he doing? He was cooking dinner at 5 p.m. last night. Or the last time we met. Oh, he was living in Japan the last time we met. He was working at a very big bank last time we met. What was he doing? What was the situation at that specific time? We can use ing. We can also use it to show some background info. So what do I mean by background info? Well, this is what's happening at the beginning of a story or the beginning of a scene that you're describing. So for example, I can say, oh yeah, I was living in London. I was living in London at the time. You know, everybody was getting ready for Christmas. They were buying gifts and hanging lights. It was really an exciting time because there were so many things happening when I was living in London. You see here, I'm using the ing to talk about the specific moment where the story is starting, where the story is beginning, or what's happening when I begin to tell the story. We can use that ing to really show at that moment what was happening. That's also okay. And then, of course, we can use that ing when there's two actions at the same time. We often use the word while. While I was out shopping, I saw my friend. While I was getting ready, I cut my finger. While I was cooking, I cut my finger. That is past continuous because the cooking's happening and then cut your finger. It's often a long action and a short action, two things happening at the same time. That's our past continuous. One more grammar, guys, hang in there. This one, I hadn't met him before. I hadn't met him before. Had met, hadn't met. That's called past perfect. Our past perfect, we use had plus our PP, our past participle. We use it when there's an action that happened before another action in the past. This has to be two past actions. For example, I realized that he had stolen my wallet. Whoop. I realized that he had stolen my wallet. Realized, past simple. Had stolen, past perfect. Those two have to go together. They go together to show something happened before. Had stolen. Okay? So that's also perfectly okay for when we tell a story. We can use that past perfect. In this situation, I'm saying, the man I saw, I hadn't met him before. I know I'm talking about the past because I'm telling a story. So, oh yeah, the man I saw, I hadn't met him before, but he looked friendly. I hadn't met him before, but he looked friendly. That's a way we can use that past perfect. Okay, guys, so now the best way to practice this, of course, is to tell a story for yourself. It can be a funny story. It doesn't have to be real. Stories don't have to be real. Stories can be stupid. Stories can be funny. Stories can be boring. We don't care. We just want to practice. We want to practice using our English. So here's my story. This is a Halloween story. So I hope you enjoy. So let me read it for you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You won't believe what happened to me last weekend. I saw a ghost. While I was walking home from school, a ghost appeared in front of me. It was floating inches from my face. I'd never seen a ghost before, so of course I was scared. I looked around and I was all alone, just me and the ghost. So I ran. I was running. As I was running, I felt a shiver down my spine. Shiver down my spine, and I saw the ghost floating right next to me. I screamed. Ah! I screamed. Some school children who were playing nearby, they noticed me, and they ran over to help. They said, "Did you see a ghost?" Right? I said, "Did you see the ghost?" And they said, "Ghost?" And of course, they started laughing. They started laughing at me. My face turned red with embarrassment. They don't believe me. They didn't believe me. So I ran all the way home. I cried. I told my mom. That was my Halloween story, guys. So, can you write your own Halloween story? I would love to hear about the monster or the ghost you write about. I'd love to hear it, guys. So please, in the comments, write to me a short Halloween story if you can. I'd love to read it. Okay, so yeah, that's your challenge. Write your Halloween story. Have some fun. You can message us here, of course. We always try to reply quite quickly. Or, of course, you can message me at TeacherMarkULC on Twitter. I'm also quite active on there if you want to message me a little more directly. But that's it, guys. I'm recording this, what is it? The end of October. So it may be Halloween right now for you. Halloween may be over for you, but I hope you have or had a wonderful Halloween. And I'll catch you in the next Mark and Matt video.